Hello everyone, June here from Red Daisy Crafts. It's so great to be here with you on this Sunday for Think Creatively Sunday Live, and I am coming to you from San Antonio, Texas. My name is June Leindecker, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I love to take the paper pumpkin each Sunday and create alternate projects for you so that you can get more and more ideas for how to use the paper pumpkins if you are not happy with the ideas that were provided in the kit. As you know, each kit comes with a full color detailed instructions for how to create the kit, and the cards that this kit that we're working on, Nests of Christmas, it created 2 cards. This is one here, and it is a trifold, so it folds out, and then you could have a long place to put a letter in here. So that is the first card, and you get 5 materials to create 5 of those. And then here is the second card in the kit. It also folds out all the way. It just folds differently, and you get 5 material to make 5 of these cards. So 2 really beautiful cards and 10 total in the kit is a really great opportunity for you to develop your Christmas cards this year for the season. So this kit is already over, and so what I want to tell you about is the November kit is called Fill with Joy, and it is going to include some really adorable stockings and gift tags. It's going to make 8 projects. There's going to be 8 stockings and 8 gift tags. There's going to be pre-cut paper pieces in there, some safety pins, and some specialty gold foiling paper. The coordinating colors for this kit is going to be Flirty Flamingo, Pool Party, Poppy Parade, and the Stampin' Spot is going to be Poppy Parade, and then also Shaded Spruce, which is the Stampin' Spot we have for this month's kit, and then Very Vanilla. So really cute project coming. So if you haven't signed up for Paper Pumpkin before and you would like to sign up and get those projects, I would love to have you sign up with me. There is a link in the description box of the description of this live video, and I would love to have you as a Paper Pumpkin subscriber with me. I love to spoil my Paper Pumpkin subscribers, and I send them Happy Mail every month. And then also when they have been with me consistently, after 6 months, they get additional goodies from me. So let's go ahead and start to create. Oh, one other thing I'll mention to you, that each quarter, Stampin' Up! Has created some beautiful dies that coordinate with the quarter of paper pumpkins that come out. And so that is available right now in the online store. You must be a Paper Pumpkin subscriber to get those dies, but they are called the Merry Tags and More Dies add-on, and really fun. We're going to play with some of those tonight. So we are going to go ahead and go down to the table so that you get the best view. And so the first thing I want to do today is we are going to make a little, this is one of the dies from the add-on, and as you can see, it's a really great size. This is like 2.5, almost 2.5, looks like 2 3/8 about, and it is by about 3 1/8. And this is a tag, and it has some stitching around it, so you can see on there. Anyhow, we're going to use it, and we're going to make a shaker tag with this. So really fun for for us to play with that. Then to make this shaker tag, we are going to be using some window sheets. And I just want to check and make sure that everything is working properly very quick here because something seems to be acting funny. So let me just double check it very quick on the page, and then we'll get back to things here. So let's just see if we are, looks like it's fine. Okay, so sorry about that. All right, so we are going to be using what is called a window sheet, and you can purchase these in the online store. It is number 142314, and you get 2 window sheets in each package. And so I'm going to get this out of here so you can see what I'm talking about. But it is just a clear acetate window sheet, and so 2 of them come in here. There we go. So we're getting just 1 out of that, and I'm going to get my trimmer. And so we need a window sheet for our shaker, and we're going to cut our tag. So let's just put this aside. Now I'm going to cut a hole in this tag so that we can turn it into a shaker. So what I want to do is I'm going to turn it this way so that we can do some trimming here. So I want it to be about 3/8 in. So I am going to come in like so. And I think just going to bring this in a little bit more. So I'm going to bring it up, and 3/8 from down here is going to be at this 3-inch, I guess, right to the line before the 3-inch. So I'm just bringing my blade down to that point. And if I need to adjust something down there because I couldn't see all that clear, we're just going to we'll trim that off, okay? And so again, here I am bringing it in to, let's see, just let me make sure. No, I was truly on the 3/8. So 3/8, here we go. All right, so now I'm going to just come down into the paper, and then I'm going to come here and figure out where is my 3/8. So 1, 2, looks like we're right here. So 1, 2, 3. So the line right after the 2. So you just want to be really careful to bring that to the appropriate spot. Okay, now I am going to do this edge here next. So we have that, and I think we are already in the right spot. So I'm going to push that down, and then I want to go to there. So that is going to be the 3/8 inch spot there. Okay, so we're just we're cutting out, and I'm trying to do the same size all the way around. Okay, so now I'm going to use the other side of the trimmer. Since this little tag loop is here, I feel like that's causing me some issues, and so we're just going to come in here and put our blade down to there, And then we're going to bring it all the way down to that line. And then we might need to do a little bit of trimming with our snips just to clean up the edge to get right where we want to be. Okay. Just because it's a little difficult for me to see while we're on film here. Okay. And so that's that. So now we have basically 3/8 of an inch all the way around. Hey, Wanda, thanks for joining. Glad you're here. We are making a tag, but we're going to make it a shaker. And so I want to show you how to do that. And then we may use it to incorporate it into a card. But I wanted to show you how to do the shaker itself for the tag in case, you know, people want to just make a shaker tag. Okay. So now I have this piece that got cut out. So let's just measure this because we need our window sheet to be a little bit bigger than this. So this is right now, like, it looks like 1 5/8 inches. And so I think I want my window sheet to be 1 7/8. And then this is 2.5. So I'm going to make my window sheet 2 3/4 by 1 7/8. I think that's going to give me enough room to put the adhesive around it. So I have my window sheet here, and I'm going to make a cut at 1 7/8. And I guess I'll just go ahead and cut this all the way down. I may make more of these because they are going to be so cute. And then 2 3/4 is what I have. How are you today, Wanda? I hope you're doing well. Is it cold? Is it hot? What's the weather like? All right, here. That's how this is going to go. Ooh, it's going to be tight. It's going to be tight. I'm going to have to put the adhesive right on the edges of that. That's okay. Okay, so I want to get my adhesive out. I brought my little goodie bag back into the craft room, and I got extra glue because I may need it. So and I just made a little bit of a mess. Let's see here if I can get this picked up real quick. There we go. All right, so let's see. We're going to use our green glue, and we're going to go right around the edge. And we don't need a lot, but we're going to go right around the edge of this tag. And we want to go all the way around because we do not want any openings in that window sheet. Because that is what will cause our shaker pieces to come out. Okay. So we have that all the way around, and then I'm going to lay this right down on top of there, and just going to do some dabbing. Make sure that it's laid down, hoping I'm not going to get glue on my hands. I don't want to get it on the window sheet. I see I got a little bit there. So we're going to just have that, and that's our window on our little tag. So I'm going to set that aside and let it dry because we're going to use it to make the the shaker piece. Now, I've already pre-selected. I decided I would use some of the paper from the DSP. And you could do a lot of things with this. So you could decide to use your envelope behind here. So you could bring in a little piece of the envelope into the scenery behind there. But I've decided to use a piece of my DSP for this. All right. So just know that's, you know, what we're going to do. So I need to, I really want this blue bird here. And I think I want him to be kind of up in the page. So I'm going to get a little pen to just mark where I have a need to cut. So I'm going to cut here, and I'm going to cut along here and here. And we're going to cut inside those lines, but that's what I'm going to use for my background. So just getting our trimmer out again and putting our pen up. Okay. So just getting this here. Let's see where that line is. Okay, I think that'll be good because I need that to be inside a bit. Okay, but not too much. And then here. All right, so I think that will work out just fine. Okay, and so now we have that for our background. And then I got this piece out because I was thinking this little bird would be so pretty with it. And so I'm going to just do some fussy cutting right here to get this little bird cut out. And again, you could use some of the pieces from the envelope. You could do other things. The stamp is here. You know, there's other things that you could do. I'm just, I'm loving this designer series paper, and I just want to use it for these. So just know you could do this with any elements that you have. It doesn't necessarily have to be this designer series paper, because you could just have a different type of element that you're going to add to your tag as we get going. So, and we're doing these pieces now so that window sheet can dry around the little window we cut in the tag itself. So we are just taking this little piece here and cutting out our little bird, which is going to get added to the front of our tag once we put the shaker together. So it'll be kind of the last piece of it, but just want to get that part taken and put together. So we have our cute little bird that we cut out of the DSP. So he's going to probably go on here like this on the outside. So I think that's going to be fun. I guess I did get a little something on my window sheet. I always manage that. Just don't know if I can get that clean. There we go. That's a little bit better. All right. So this is going to go on here like so. All right. And then we're going to put on some pieces around it to make the place for the shaker. But first, let's put this down. Now, I'm actually thinking we need to trim off just a little bit more off of here. It's just a little bit snug on there, not a lot. So I'm just going to do it with my scissors because it isn't going to be seen, so it doesn't have to be perfectly straight. I just didn't want, I wanted that bird to be in the location of where I wanted it. So like that, okay? And I just think it's going to be so cute there. And then we have our little piece there. So, all right. So I think this is pretty dry now. And so we'll go ahead and put this down first. And like I said, this is like a mini shaker tag. I just think it's so cute. I love this idea. And, you know, you may want to make one or two for somebody special. You may not want to make 100 of them, right? I think for sure. And so now we're going to need some little thin strips to go around the edge of here for our elements, okay? And yeah, we're going to put it on here. And then this is going to basically get put onto the back of here like that. All right, so let's just cut these. We don't need them to be very wide at all. We just need them to enclose the little area. So let's just start here. Okay, and so we're going to start here and put these on. I want to get it as close to the window as possible, like so. Okay, and then I'm going to trim that off there. I'm actually going to just stick it right next to it. So now I have another one that I'm going to bring in right here, sticking it right next to that one. Then we're going to trim this one like so. And we're going to keep going all the way around. Let's see here. Can you see what I'm doing? I'm putting it pretty close to the window. So we're going to need one more like that. And there we go. So this one's going to go right next to that one. Again, we don't want to have any openings, okay? Because when we put the shaker snowflakes, we're going to put snowflakes down. You don't want them to sneak out, okay? And so I think I'm going to cut right there. And we got a little bit of an opening, so I'm just going to stick another one right on there like so. Okay, so we have our border around there. If you can see that all the way around. And I just used a foam sheet. These are available in the catalog and online. And this foam sheet, you can just trim it. I could have trimmed it with the trimmer, but the scissors work just as good. And so I have that going on here. So then I'm bringing in these little loose snowflakes. This just looked like such a little wintry scene and perfect for snowflakes. So I'm not seeing any comments. So maybe y'all are just very quiet, and that's all right. I know I'm busy over here doing this shaker. So All right, so now we are going to put some of these snowflakes into our window piece. And so these snowflakes feel really good. They are like a little bit bendable. They're kind of like a little rubbery, kind of almost. They're probably not rubber, but there we go. Let's see if I can get a few more on here. So like that. All right, so we got our little shaker pieces here. And I think that's going to be enough. All right, so I'm going to take off the little paper around here. And we'll get all of that off, and then we will stick our tag together, and that will be our shaker tag, or at least the shaker part of it. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to be really careful so that you just line everything up. Okay, and try not to get my head in there, and line it all up so that it's all the same all the way around. I think we did a good job. Okay, now that we have that put together, and that is our little shaker tag. Okay, and isn't it just adorable? I just think it's so cute. And no matter how hard I try, I never seem to get all of them. There we go. I guess these two up here are kind of stuck together. But how cute and fun. The snowflakes, like I said, they're kind of a soft, bendable kind of plastic or rubbery piece. And so they don't make as much noise as most shakers do whenever we make them as a result. So I don't know, maybe those will eventually get unstuck. Oh, maybe we got them unstuck now. There we go. There we go. Now they're all unstuck. But I thought the snowflakes were perfect for that scenery behind there. Okay. And then, so we have a couple of things now from here to do. And so the first thing is I do want to cut a piece of white cardstock, the basic white cardstock, to put on the back of the shaker. And let's see. I had that one in. Let's do a 2-inch by 3-inch, I think. Or yeah, 2-inch by 3-inch. I think will be the right size. If not, we'll trim it. So let's see here. So that's good. Yeah, that'll work out just fine. So we're just going to put this on the back of here so that I could write to, from, all that kind of a thing. So that is going to go on the back of there. And we have some of that iridescent ribbon that we can use to put a bow on it. All right. So let's see what we have here. As far as the sentiments go. So I have a happy holidays that I could put on here a little diagonally. So I think that would look really cute. Or maybe I put it up here towards the top. So let me get my foam mat out, and let's go ahead and stamp on here. And where is my we're going to go ahead and use the memento for this sentiment. So I'm hoping I got the right. Okay, good. I was like, think I had inked this and wanted to make sure that that was still the right thing. So, all right, so we're gonna put the Happy Holidays on here, and it doesn't fit across without going slanted, but I think that looks really nice. So we have that, and then we can do a little note to whoever. Okay, so we have that. And then, so we'll glue this down on to our tag. All right. Yep. There we go. So we're just getting this all finished off. Okay. And then we have our little bird that I thought we could put right down here with some dimensionals. And so I think I have some mini dimensionals that are already being used. So we'll use these to put this on with. I think I'll just add them right to this piece here. And then I'll put one right up here like so. All right, so now I have our take off the covers off of our dimensionals, and we will put our bird on to here like that. And there we have our little tag itself, and very nice. So fun. I just think this is really cute way to use the pieces of those other tags in the kit. I was just thinking maybe I would add something right up here, and so I have this little greenery on here on this same sheet, and so I think I'm going to just cut this out, and we'll use it to add to the top corner of our tag. Again, just using the pieces I have. So use whatever paper you have that will coordinate with the colors that are in the kit. So right here, we can just add this right up here with a little, I think I can use that big one right there, and not have to really do much else. But there's our little tag. I just love it. I hope you guys are loving it. All right, so I'm going to just trim off some of this ribbon. So like I said, I was showing you this, and so one, you could just leave this alone by itself, and use it as an actual gift tag, or you can actually add this to a card. And make it part of a card. Now, if you do that, you don't need to include that piece of it, obviously, but it would be very pretty on a card. So now we're going to move into that, and I'll show you what that would look like. Very fun. So we're just getting our bow onto here. So that when we add it to the card, it's ready to go. But there you have it. So fun. I just love it. I love it. So, yay. I love using the elements that we've been given to figure out new ways to expand what you have and what you can do with the kits. So we use the snowflake elements, and really cute. Really cute little tag there. All right, so the next thing I have is I have a card base here that matches this, and it is shaded spruce, the card base, and it is 4¼ by 11, scored at 5½. Okay. And we are going to use the envelope to create a front for this card base. Okay. And so I'm going to get my trimmer out. We're going to move our tag aside. And I am going to just trim off a little tiny bit of that envelope right there. I want to keep that foil that is on here. And again, I'm going to do it on this edge as well. Just getting that little tiniest part off of there. And then we'll go on this side and I'll do the same distance. So hopefully I'm going to get the same kind of distance on the front that I just got on the other 3 sides. So pretty good right there. So we are going to then set that other piece aside. So what I want here is, let's see, I would like this to be 4 1/8, but it looks like that's going to be a little bit too much. We may have to, I think we're only going to end up having the foil on 2 sides is what I think we're going to end up doing. So let me just line this up here so that we get this edge straight. Okay. So we're cutting that off. And then this one we need to be 5 1/4. And so we're going to trim that off there. Okay. And then this one is 4, and that looks to be straight. Okay, so that is going to be our front layering for our card front. Okay, like so. And the tag is going to be put onto here. All right. That's what we kind of have in mind for it for now. And so that's going to go here. Then we need an inside piece for the card base. So I have the other part of the envelope left. And so I'm going to just trim this down here. And I think, let's see, I think I can get a 4 inch. I think that's right. Yep, 4 inches by 3 1/4. Yeah, that'll be good. All right, so now I have this to go on the inside. It's a little smaller. Now I'm going to also use this piece here of the envelope flap. And we are going to just fussy cut that out and see how we might use it on the inside of the card. Okay. Just to bring some continuity from the front to the inside. Okay. So I'm just going to trim this and see what we end up with. How we might be able to just add this in a corner or something like that. Okay. And let's see what happens with it. All right. So I am going to use that. Now I think I'll keep this strip because I might be able to use that green foil right there. So I'll keep that. Okay. Now I have this piece here, and I know, like, if I had made this tag to go on the card itself, I wouldn't have put this back here. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stamp Happy Holidays on this card front. And I think it's going to fit nicely right down here is what I would like. But I'm trying to see if that's going to work out fine. It's pretty snug. You know what? I'm going to use a label because then it will go, it won't be like I'm stamping on top of that foliage there. And that way I can adjust it as needed. And so we'll use this label for that. Okay, and then so we have our Memento ink. that we're getting all set there for. And then we have our banner here. And I'm going to put them off to the right, like so. And there we have that. Okay, so that's going to be our sentiment for our card front. Now, I also want to find my red and white, the red and white trim that I had last week. I think I put it back in the box. So let me see if I can find that in here. I'm just not seeing it in here. So I wonder what I did. Wonder where that is. Well, maybe we'll use this instead. I have some red and white trim here. Maybe we'll use that instead. And that'll work out just fine. Yeah, I think we will. We'll use that instead. Okay, so let's just start out with our inside. So on here, I was going to use the stamp. Where is it? Where did it go? It is hiding from me. Here's the branch. Okay. So I was going to use that. And I am going to stick with all of my ink on this one in Memento. I just think that's what I would prefer. And so I am just going to stamp a couple of leaves, branches down here in the corner. And then in the opposite corner, just for a little decoration, okay? And that's what's going to go on the inside of the card, like so, okay? And we're just going to keep it simple like that, all right? So again, this is the envelope paper we're using that we have cut to 4 inches by 3 1/4. And we are just going to center that in here. So now you have a place to sign your card, okay? And that'll be great. All right. And then we're going to take this piece here and we're going to put it on to this portion of the card base. So the front. So again, this is like the front of the envelope where you would put the address. So we've just trimmed this down to 4 by 5 1/4. All right. And I'm just going to use my bone folder to kind of try and smooth out any glue in there and stuff like that. Give it a nice edge. All right. And so then we have our shaker piece here that we can add to the card like so. And then what I was thinking is that we would just put a piece across here. So I don't think I am going to wrap it around. I'm just going to tack it down with some glue dots and let it just be a little bit of a fiber element added to the card. Okay. So I'm just going to add some glue dots across here. Whoops. Get them to connect. Okay, so we have some pieces on here. So I'm just adding that to this card front like so. And then we have our happy holiday. So I'm going to bring that in. And I think if I put it right there, it'll still allow me to have my tag up here in the corner. Okay, so I'm going to add this with some dimensionals. So just going to put some on the four corners basically. And that will also tack down the little ribbon that we have. Okay, like this. So again, just going right here like that. All right. And so this is here. It's a little bit loose, like all this is loose here. I could even pull this out and fray it if I wanted to, but I think I'm just going to leave it like that. All right. And then this would get attached to our card front. So I'm not going to attach it, but I just wanted you to see how that would look if we did that. Okay. I'm going to just make another one of these tags to go on my card and keep my shaker tag like this with the back on it so I can use that. And I think that's super fun right there. And I hope you like that idea right there for you to use some of the pieces in your kit. Now let's see here, because I did cut this out. Let's see if we can make this work on the inside of here. So I could just add that right down here. Let's see if it would work over here. Maybe had I not done that piece of it, I don't know. I kind of just like it the way that it is. So I'm going to leave that and we'll use this for something else. But I just think this is a really cute idea. So that was two projects there. So we have our shaker and we have our card that you could put the shaker on if you want, or create a different tag to go with that. So you see I have another tag in here, I'm pretty sure. So I just have another tag here. I can just add on like that, or I can create another shaker card. So that's kind of that one. All right, so now we have one other card that I wanted to do with you. And so I got this card base out and we're going to do some trimming on this. So let me grab my trimmer again. And we are going to cut off this piece here with the opening because I think that will make another shaker card at some point while we're playing with everything. So I'm going to turn this over because I think it's the easiest to see. And I'm going to actually line this up here with the edge of this. So this card base, remember, it was not 4 1/4, it was 4 1/8. And so I am going to just go with that size. It's a smidge smaller than the actual card base itself. Okay. Because we are not going to use it like this. All right. So now I have this piece here that I can work with and make something else with next time. And then here, what we're going to do is we're going to actually turn this way. All right. So let me get my bone folder. And I may need to make a little trim, but I don't think I will, to be honest. So I just want to get this turned around this way. Okay. And then we are going to turn this back on itself to make a little bit of a fun fold here. Okay. So I'm just pushing that back all the way to the edge. Okay. And so that is our card base here. Okay, so we have this piece here, and then we have this on the inside, this beautiful piece right here. Okay, and then we are going to use this piece of the DSP to create a little add-on here, as well as I have white. And then I have this left over from last week that I may use because it matches up so well. So we're just going to kind of design this as we go. So that's going to be our card base. Okay. So the next thing I need is a white piece here, and or the green piece. That's going to go down first. And so let's make this 3.5. Is that right? No, let's do yeah, 3.25, I think. That's an inch difference. Okay, so 3.25, and then we're gonna do 4.5 here, or no, 4.5. Right. Okay, so we have those pieces there left to work with. All right, now I'm going to cut a piece that is 3 inches. Let's do it this way because I think this is going to be, nope, I need to do the first one. So we had 4.25, so I want a 4-inch by 3-inch. Is that right? Did I just do that 4 inches? So that's, so I want then so 1/2 inch. So what do I have here again? 3.25. So I need this to be 2 3/4, I believe. Is that right? Yes. 2 3/4. All right, so that's gonna go on here. I didn't want to like lose all of this green border, so that's what's gonna go here, like so. All right, that's how that's gonna work. I think that looks good. All right, so we have that piece. All right, now I am going to take this piece, which happens to be that same width, and I'm gonna cut off an inch strip that we can use across here, like so. And I think for now, that's where I am at. Now, I may need another piece here. So I'm going to cut this as well at 4 2 3/4, just to have it at the ready. Okay, so those are our pieces that we need. We may even use that right on here somehow, so that will be fun. And that's going to go on here. I'm just going to set this aside because what I want to do is I want to use our bird on here, this gorgeous bird. So I am bringing that in here, and I thought we might color this and see what we come up with. So here is our beautiful bird coming in here. Okay. And we are going to so we're going to keep this very simple color from a color perspective. Okay. So I'm going to just bring that right there. So he is on the branch. Okay. And just need something else here because I want to go the other direction with the branch as well. Like that. And I knew it was going to go off the page. So we have our branch there. All right, now remember, this is going to come in and go across here, so I don't really want anything else to go below that. Okay, and so I'm going to get my markers out. So we're going to get our blends out and see what we have to color with. So I got a little cherry cobbler here and real red. And let's see. I'm not very good at coloring birds. I'm going to be very honest with you. But we're going to play around with it and see what we get. All right, so that might work. I have a copper clay for the branch, but I was looking to see if I have something a little darker. Just a tad darker that I could use. Here's a petal pink. Aha. We're going to use this. This is one of the neutral colors for the branch, I think. I think that'll get us there. And maybe I can use that on the beak as well. I've just got a mess going on over here. Okay, so let's see what we get. I'm braving it here, folks. I am braving it because this is not my area. So let's just see what we get. And if I can, we'll find something we can follow. Oh, here we go. Here's our cardinal right there. So we can kind of see what we got. But I'm going to come in here and color these brown branches. All right. And I'm going to do his little feet here. And I think I'm going to do the beak with this petal pink. We'll try that. It's not as dark, but we'll try that. Okay. So I'm going to use the cherry cobbler to outline. And then we'll come back with the real red. And see how that looks. So there we go. There we go. We got that. Then we're going to come in with the real red. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. So there is our bird. Awesome. All right, so let me just put these back. And I'm not gonna do any of the branches or anything like that. We're just keeping it very simple, okay? So we have our card base coming back, and we have our bird, and we have our pieces here. So this is going to come here. That's going to go like that. All right. And then this is going to come in and go across like so. So the next thing we need is our sentiment. So I'm going to get one of our labels here, and we're going to use that on here as well. So let's just get that stamped. Okay. And again, we're going to use the Happy Holidays and the Memento Black, or Tuxedo Black, I should say. That's going to go right here, like in the center. There we go. All right. And then we will get this card put together. All right. So let's see here. Now I've got to figure out something I said we would do on the inside. So I think this is going to get lined up and go right there. And again, I think we'll stamp one of these little branches on it. I think just to keep it simple, because I want you to see, like, it doesn't have to be complicated. All right. And so that's just going to go there for the sentiment on the inside. But we will do that when we line everything up. So let's just get this one put together first. Okay. And well, I guess I thought about putting on some additional elements here. So let me see. I may still do that. Okay. So that is our bird put on. Okay. So we have these little speckles here, and I thought it would be fun to just add a few of those around on the page. Okay. So just like so. So I think that just adds a little bit of fun to that piece. That is going to get, some of them are going to get covered up, but it just adds a little bit more texture to it. Okay, and so we will add this piece on next. Okay, like so. And we are almost done for today. So let's just get this on here like that. All right, so then this piece is going to go onto this base here. And I want to make sure I get it lined up. So it looks like we have it right here. All right, so we're going to put some glue on here in this area. All right, we're going to come back over here and get this lined up like so. And so that is the front. Okay, so like that. That's how it opens and closes. All right, so then we have our inside piece, right? And so this piece is going to go right there. And this is how I put this together so that I make sure it's in the right place. All right. So I'm going to just bring this over like that. And it really should be in the center. And there it is in the center, like I said. So you have that piece there. All right. And I love that we have the little design paper here. But there is our piece. And so it's hidden behind there. Okay. And then our last thing is we're going to add this little sentiment on here using some dimensionals. Again, just putting them in. I don't need this all the way over because it's going to stick out a bit. So I'm just putting it a little, maybe 3/4 of the way down instead of all the way to the other end, like so. And that's going to go on here just like that. So that is our second card and our final card today. Now we could add some gems and all that, which we have from last week. I think, where are they? Oh, all my stuff is going to start to fall out. This is what happens, folks. There's just a mess. Let's see, where are my red rhinestones? Oh, I'm kind of liking these. Let's put these on. I haven't used those. Oh my goodness. Let me just move these out of the way. All right, these are the iridescent faceted gems. I don't think I've used these, so let's see, but I think they would be so nice because they look like a little bit like glistening snow. And so we're gonna take your pick tool and we're just gonna grab one of the bigger ones here. And let's just put this like here. And then a smaller one, we'll put it right there. Okay. And then we'll take another small one and we'll put it right down here. And so there we have it. Just a little bit of glimmer on there. But I think our cardinal came out really nice. Wasn't sure about that. I think that came out nice. Pretty easy. You're just coloring him in, really. And so a simple card there. All right, let me get this out of the way because things are toppling over into our space. So let me just put these faceted gems away, and they are beautiful. So if you don't have those, you might want to try that. All right, and I'm just going to move our stamps up here out of the way, clean up just a tad, and really show you here what we got today. So we have a really fun little shaker tag that says Happy Holidays on the back. Now, if you wanted, you can make a tag and put it as a card front. And I showed you how to use one of the envelopes to create that card front. And then I used one of the bases to create this fun fold card here. And that's what we did today. So thank you all so much for joining me. And I look forward to next Sunday. We'll do more with the Nests of Christmas. And I hope you all have a great week ahead. And if you have any questions, please just put them in the comments for me. Thank you, everybody. And I will see you next time. Bye.